I'm just going to say it, some of the worst people I've ever met, some of the biggest dirtbags wear a religious symbol around their neck and hide behind their religion. And history shows that religion is mostly used to manipulate and control. Religion is often used to justify bigotry, violence, exploitation, even genocide. All you have to do is look at what's happened the last 2 years in Gaza. Or look at the history of the Crusades and all the people who were slaughtered in the name of God. Or the people who arrived in the Americas after 1492 who used Christianity to justify all their atrocities. Millions of people were genocided or had their lives destroyed by Christians. Take Manifest Destiny as an example. European settlers believed that they were preordained by God, that they had a God-given right to steal land from indigenous nations. In the boarding school system, they used Christianity to brainwash and traumatize literally tens of thousands of indigenous children, all because they believed that indigenous peoples were a bunch of godless savages. And I understand why people turn to organized religion, because it gives them a sense of hope in a world that seems hopeless. But that often keeps people from questioning their material reality. And that always benefits the people who have power, the billionaires, the politicians. And this is why religion is such an effective control device. Let's contrast that crazy mindset with indigenous spiritual traditions, which had no dogmas, no original sin, no creeds, and no need for a savior or a messiah. There's no need for a messiah or to be saved when life is generally good and you live in a world of abundance. In fact, there was no need to have faith. Faith was believing in something that you can't see. It wasn't something that you believed in, it was something that you experienced each and every day. Indigenous spirituality was about maintaining healthy reciprocal relationships with your family, community, and more importantly, your homelands. This is why indigenous people are such great stewards of the land. Your spiritual traditions taught you to respect the earth and all other life forms, because everything is endowed with a spirit and everything is interconnected. And the beautiful thing about it is that Native people never killed each other over religion. Thus, all life forms have a purpose and deserve respect. The plants, the animals, human beings. And most indigenous ceremonies are about respecting and honoring those relationships. So indigenous spiritual traditions teach us that we all have to do our part to maintain these healthy relationships, not just with our family or community, but with other life forms as well. In other words, Native traditions are all about protecting life, not destroying it. Now, this is something completely missing from the religion that was brought here to dominate us.